Is now a good time to sell cryptocurrencies? Yes, they are crashing, but should you sell right now or should you hold on? Will they bounce back? That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to today's Coffee with Markus. Today we're going to talk about a question that I receive all the time. Right now I receive it regarding cryptocurrencies, but it's also happening with stocks. It's always happening when the markets are crashing and a trader, not really a trader, an investor looks at a large losing positions and now they say, should I sell it or will it bounce back? Markus, what do you think? First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you individual advice. But I want to share my opinion with this. But first of all, let's take a look at the charts. So here right now, you're looking at Bitcoin. And you know, Bitcoin was going up, up, up. Then it went down. And right now, yesterday we were below 6,000. Today we're bouncing a little bit back, trading right around 8,000. Now, yesterday in my private Facebook group, somebody said, okay, I'm asking for a friend. A friend has a huge position in Bitcoin and is right now concerned because Bitcoin is going down. So, sitting on a large loss and actually getting depressed. I can understand. So the question is, Markus, what would you recommend? Well, as soon as this question was asked, of course, somebody jumped in and said, oh, Bitcoin is going to bounce back. And yes, I believe we have heard this right here when Bitcoin went to $13,000. We heard it again when Bitcoin went to $10,000. We heard it when Bitcoin dropped to $8,000. And then we also heard it again yesterday when Bitcoin was at $6,000. Now, here's my take on this. Would you like to know if Bitcoin is bouncing back or not? I have scientific evidence that it will bounce back. Take a look at this. There we go. According to this analysis, Bitcoin will bounce back. What do you think about this? I just, this morning, my webmaster, Alex, who is a genius, sent this to me and I just found this hilarious. Okay, but let's talk about when is the right time to get out of the market? Because this weekend, we had our 3-day live event, and there was another gentleman who was heavily invested in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and said, I'm looking at a large loss. What should I do? Well, here's something. It's actually a quote from Paul Tudor Jones, who is an extremely successful hedge fund billionaire. I believe that his hedge fund is $16-20 billion, and his own net worth is several $billion. So let's take a look at this quote here really and see what he says. There you go. If you are if having a losing position that is making you uncomfortable, the solution is very simple. Get out because you can always get back in. There's nothing better than a fresh start. Because here's the deal. We just go back to the camera. When exiting a position, it's either too early or it is too late. There's never a right time to exit a position. Think about it. I mean, you either leave some money on the table or you're exiting too early, right? I mean, there's never a right time. Get used to it. So what about Bitcoin or any other stock? This is what people ask me. I have this stock. It's down. Should I sell it? Again, a fresh start sometimes is best. If you're right now in a position that you don't want to be in, I would get out of this, right? And then start over and build your account up. Because will it bounce back? We never know. Here's the deal. When you're selling today, either you got lucky and tomorrow it is crashing, or you're selling today and it will continue to go up. I mean, there's really no right time. Now, here's one thing, though, that when you made this mistake, of what you can learn from this. Let me switch over to the charts here again. There we go. This actually is a quote from Henry Ford that says, failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. So let's talk about just how to limit your losses, because I believe that is important. And if you haven't been following me for a while, let me just briefly repeat what I always say. Never ever risk more than 2% of your account on any given trade. If the trade goes against you by 2%, get out, right? I mean, there's no need to hang on to a losing trade. But that's what most people do, and this is what gets them into trouble. Trade what you see, not what you think. Because when you think, or when you thought that Bitcoin would bounce back when it went down to $13,000, when you thought that it would bounce back when it went to $10,000, when you thought it would bounce back when it went to $8,000, you were wrong. And this is what I've experienced in my trading career. Whenever I thought something's going to happen, I was wrong. This is why these days I have very clear rules where I say when I'm in a losing position and it's getting 2% against me, I'm out of this. This way, I'll never hang on to a losing trade again. Now, last year in Houston, we had a gentleman who attended one of our 3-day events, and his account was around $350,000. And I said, okay, so you're doing well. And he said, yeah, overall, my account is doing okay. There's just this one position where I have a problem with. I said, all right, you want to talk about this? And he said, let me show you. So he pulled out his phone and has shown me his account. And yes, there was the $350,000. And then there was this one position. And in this one position, he was down $180,000. More than half of his account. And I'm sure that it might have happened to you already, or maybe you know somebody who held onto a losing position for too long. And again, if you are in a position that you're uncomfortable with, get out, start over fresh, and then apply basic principles. And here they are. Principle number 1, trade what you see, not what you think, right? Principle number 2, always limit your losses. Never risk more than 2% of your account on any given trade. Principle number 3, take profits while they are there. My rule of thumb, for every dollar that I risk, I like to make $2. Or for every $100 that you risk, try to make $200. For every $1,000 that you risk, try to make $2,000. Not $3,000, not $4,000, not $10,000. No, for every dollar you risk, you try to make 2, and then you take money off the table. The reason why so many people are right now stuck in Bitcoin positions is because they try to 10x, 50x, 100x their position. See, sometimes it might work. Most of the times, based on my experience, it doesn't. When you take profits as soon as they are there, trust me, nobody ever got broke taking profits. Hope this helps. Well, share this video with somebody who needs to hear this message, who right now might be stuck in a losing trade, who is wondering what to do with it. Like it, comment on it, and I talk to you very soon.